I would describe my background as complicated. My grandparents are from Eastern Europe somewhere. Could be Russia, could be Belarus, could be Ukraine, could be Poland. It's hard for me to say exactly where I'm from because my grandparents weren't very forthcoming with details about their past. My grandmother, as far as she told us, was Ukrainian, and my grandfather said he was Russian, but my grandmother said he was a White Russian, which we took to mean Belarusian, which translates in English to White Russia. My grandfather allegedly had a wife and 3 children before he met my grandmother, so apparently they were left in Eastern Europe somewhere, but that's never been confirmed. There was also a rumour that their passports were stolen, that they actually go by a different name. My grandfather always referred to my grandmother as Nina, not Alexandra, which her name was, according to us, or as far as we knew. The priest at the church also called her Nina, but no one else. And if my sister and I ever tried to call her Nina, she'd get very upset. She'd be like, "Don't call me Nina, don't call me Nina." So, we have a suspicion that might have been her real name, but we're not quite sure. The people that I have on that side of the family have all died. So that's my father, he was an only child, and my grandmother and my grandfather came out on their own. So that's it, there's no one to ask, really. So the documents that they filled out to come to Australia, both of them have listed their place of birth as Baranovichi in Ukraine. The thing about that is, according to what we've researched, Baranovichi was never part of Ukraine when they were alive. So why they've put that down, I have no idea. Baranovichi is a part of modern day Belarus now, so I mean, it almost checks out that my grandfather could be from there, but it's so far from the Ukraine, it doesn't make any sense. If my grandmother claimed herself to be Ukrainian, for her to be from that city, it doesn't really make much sense. My grandmother used to get really upset when she told me, probably still when she was older, but when she was younger, she used to get particularly upset because she didn't know where she was from, and she used to ask her mum, where am I from? Where am I from? And her mum would tell her, the less you know, the better it is for you. And by that she means if you don't know the truth, then you can't make a mistake and lie, or make a mistake and say something you shouldn't, and then get yourself in trouble. To have that missing or cloudy is quite frustrating. Where on my mum's side, she's many generations back Australian, can trace their passage from Scotland. It's really straightforward. It's gone back. They can go back to the 1700s, I think, almost. But with my dad, it literally stops at my grandparents. It's important to know where we come from. I said it was me and my sister, and now my nephew. Just to have a sense of who you are and where you're from. I mean, I think it's important to know your history and have a sense of cultural identity. I mean, there's things that are passed down, especially on my dad's side, and my mum's side too, but my dad's Eastern European side, which are unique to them, which will, influence how I live my life, how, my nephew lives his life because of the way we grew up. So knowing exactly where they're from, I don't know, it just helps you place yourself in the world.